Hello everyone. If you want to give yourself a great advantage, learn how to multiply decimals by powers of 10 well. It's a skill that comes up in lots of other areas in mathematics. Remember, a power of 10 is 10, 100, 1,000, where the number's getting 10 times bigger each time. So powers of 10 match the column names in the place value chart. The place value chart is going to come in really handy when doing these sums. Let's take a look. The place value chart shows so nicely that every column is 10 times bigger than the column to the right of it. Now remember, when we multiply any number by 10, it's going to get 10 times bigger. So all its digits are going to move one place to the left. We're going to use that information to help us when we multiply decimals by 10. There's 3 examples that we're going to work through, and you can see they're all being multiplied by 10, which means that every digit has to move one column over to the left because it's getting 10 times bigger. So if we look at 7,25, we're going to put the 7 into the tens column. It's going to move one place to the left, and then we can just line all the other digits up. So we land up with 72,5. If we look at the next one, 12,3, we're going to take the 1, we're going to move it into the hundreds column, one place to the left, and we'll move all our other digits up, so our answer becomes 123. We don't need the comma anymore because all our digits are now to the left of the comma. If we look at the last one, we're going to take this 0 and move it one place over, so it's also going to land up in the tens column. If we line up all our digits, you can see that we don't need that first 0 anymore. So our answer is going to be 0,09. Let's go and see what happens when we multiply numbers by 100. All 3 of these numbers are being multiplied by 100 this time, which means all of their digits are going to need to move 2 places to the left. If we look at the first one, 9,45, we're going to take the 9 and move it 2 columns to the left. So it's going to land up in the hundreds column. We line up all our other digits, and as you can see, they all land up being on the left of the comma, so we don't need a comma in this answer. Our answer will be 945. For the next one, 26,4 times 100, we're going to move our 2 places to the left. It's going to land up in the thousands column. And if we line up all our other digits, you can see that the ones column or the units column has got nothing in it. So we have to put a placeholder there to keep all the other digits in their correct columns. So this time our answer is going to be 2,640. For this last one, we're going to take this 0 and move it 2 places to the left. It's going to land up in the hundreds column. If we line up all our other digits, we can see that we don't need the first 2 zeros. They don't have any function anymore. So our answer is going to be 0,2. I'm sure you can guess what's going to happen if we multiply numbers by 1,000. Let's have a quick look. This time, each of the numbers are getting 1,000 times bigger, which means that each of their digits are going to have to move 3 places to the left. If we look at the first one, we'll move this 0 3 places over. It's going to land up in the thousands column. If we line up all our other digits, we'll see that that first 0 no longer has any value, so we can just write 456 as our answer. If we look at this next one, 1.2 times 1,000, we take the 1, we move it across 3 places. It's also going to land up in the thousands column. If we line up our other digits, you can see that we're going to need a placeholder in our tens and our units columns so that the 1 and the 2 stay in their correct columns. So our answer is going to be 1,200. And then for the last one, this 0, we'll move 3 places over. If we line up all the rest of our digits, you'll see that that first 0 is no longer needed. So our answer will be 300,7. If you remember the pattern of what happens when we multiply by 10, 100, or 1,000, then these sums become quite simple. It's time for you to try a set so that you can put this into practice. This set is all jumbled up, so it's very good practice for you. Read the question carefully to see how many places your digits are going to move to the left. The place value chart is up at the top if you need to look at that while you're doing these. You can also draw the place value chart on your piece of paper that you're working on if that's helpful for you. What you're going to do now is pause this video. You're going to complete these sums and then come back into the lesson to see if you got them correct. Let's see if you got those right. practice, you'll get much quicker at these and you eventually won't need to use the place value chart at all. Once you've done enough practicing to grasp this concept, move on to the lesson where we tackle how to divide decimals by powers of 10. I'll see you there. This lesson comes from the Tables Training That Packs a Punch series. The full series with practice exercises and bonuses is available from aligerous.online. Click the link in the description below.